Hello there, champions. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Koketo Muloti, and on this channel I talk about different kinds of opportunities. I talk about online opportunities, local opportunities, and international opportunities. So if you're interested in that kind of content, please don't forget to subscribe and then click on the notification bell so you're notified whenever I drop a video. In today's video, I am going to be sharing how can you deal with imposter syndrome as a small YouTuber. Now, this video is one that a lot of people don't talk about, and it is one that is really interesting. As somebody that has started my YouTube channel multiple times and have failed at it over and over and over, it is really normal to in the process develop imposter syndrome, and that's where my imposter syndrome kind of came from. It came from kind of failing multiple times at something, and it can really leave you discouraged and demotivated, especially when you see other people thriving within a space of 3 months starting YouTube. They already monetized, they are already well within the 10k mark, even 100,000 subscribers, and it can kind of just leave you like being like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? Am I qualified enough for this? Do I have enough expertise? What is it that I am doing wrong? Am I even meant to be in this kind of space? And it's going to leave you kind of having all of those questions. YouTube is also a space where it has got different types of creators from different kinds of spaces and different kinds of knowledge, like levels, right? And you can find somebody that has only been doing it for a shorter space in a shorter space of time, succeeding and becoming really successful, whereas then there are other people that have just been doing this for many years. Now today I am, as a small YouTuber, I'm talking to other small YouTubers and talking about how can we deal with this imposter syndrome and beat it once and for all. Now, first things first, let me just share with you guys the definition of what is imposter syndrome, right? Imposter syndrome is feelings of self-doubt and personal incompetence, regardless of your education level, regardless of your expertise level, and as I had already explained, why you could get imposter syndrome and feel like you are not good enough is mostly we like to compare ourselves to other people, and sometimes it kind of just like, it's true what they say, that comparison is indeed the thief of joy. And you know, as a small YouTuber, we tend to compare ourselves and compare our views and with other people, and that's kind of normal. Now, the good stuff and the reason why I'm creating this video is how can we finally beat imposter syndrome. Now, everything starts in the mind, and hence why it is imposter syndrome. You know, it's an imposter, it's kind of thoughts that kind of creep into your head, regardless of how good you are at what you do. But the thoughts kind of creep into your head, telling you that you are not good enough. Look at this person, they are doing this, and this is how far they are, and this and you guys even started at the same time, but this person is more successful than you are. What is it that you are doing? You are even posting more than that person is posting, but they are more successful than you. And the best way that I've come to find to deal with imposter syndrome is, number one, the very first thing, guys, is that I stay prayed up and I invite God into my content creation journey, because I realized that I just cannot do this all by myself. And no matter how, especially on the days when genuinely you are just feeling low, because those days are going to come, those days where you feel demotivated are going to come. And on those days, first of all, staying prayed up. The second thing is remembering why I got started with my content creation journey. What was my purpose versus somebody else's purpose? And now, it's very important to understand that sometimes it is important to look at other people and kind of draw inspiration from what they are doing, and kind of take examples of what they are doing and learn from them, you know, rather than comparing yourself to what somebody else is doing, right? Saying, oh my goodness, me and this person started out in the exact same time and they are doing better than me. What is it that they are doing that I am not doing? But in the sense of drawing knowledge from that and using it and applying it to your life and kind of using that to better yourself. The third important thing to remember is that everybody's journey is different, okay? And for different reasons, we are not going to reach the same targets at the very same time. And not only because you can be, guys, you can really be releasing those videos and not get the kind of views because everybody's journey is not the same. We have got different kinds of journeys, and it's good. Some people is going to take them shorter, some people is going to take them longer. Do not focus so much on how long it takes you, but however on your personal journey and what is it that you are meant to learn. And I've come to just find that one of the things also that really kind of dig deep is not feeling as if though your content is good enough. And I've just always put it like this, that why did God choose me, and why did God plant that seed in my head? And I realized it was because he wants to use you to release a certain type of content. It doesn't always have to be like Christian related, but he was entrusted you to execute something. So whenever God plants an idea in somebody's head that, hey, go and open up a YouTube channel, and it is going to be educating people about different kinds of opportunities out there, and he was entrusted me to execute that idea. And instead of spending so much time saying, how am I going to do it? I don't even feel like I'm knowledgeable enough. What if I don't even, those opportunities, some of the opportunities that I talk about here, majority of the opportunities that I talk about are things that I have personally experienced, but also some of them are things where there are either ideas that have come to my head, because there's one thing about me, guys, I am really good at giving out ideas and kind of coming up with ideas. I'm a creative at heart, so I'm very good at that as well. And sometimes I would just feel like, but I haven't really even executed these, because sometimes those things are not really for me to execute, but I'm just good at coming up with that particular idea. Because if somebody brings me an idea, I kind of tend to be really good at expanding around that and be like, oh, why don't you do this, why don't you go about doing it like this, why don't you and like I also enjoy just sharing information with people. And instead of focusing so much on how was I going to execute my journey, I was like, you know what, God, you speak through me, because you're the one that put the ideas in my head. And I just kind of come to find that whenever you put God in all that you do, like when I sit here on camera, it kind of just all flows, because I'm no longer with entrusting like and putting it on myself and putting it on my shoulders only, that okay, I don't know what I'm actually doing. And then the next thing is doing a lot of research about the industry that you're in, right? And I said it before, guys, that people that have got imposter syndrome, it's not only because they don't know what they're doing. Sometimes you really do know what you're doing, you just keep doubting if you are good enough, if you are like the other people. And I always say, guys, nobody really knows what they're doing. Nobody will ever really say that, but nobody really knows what they're doing. There's nobody that God kind of put on earth and is like, yeah, here, you know what you're doing. Everybody has got their own challenges, everybody has got their own drama. They just tend not to always internalize it and make it about your expertise, And I always say that sometimes, guys, people don't know your personal business and what you're going through. Not everybody knows about it. And even if they do know about it, so what? Guys, we are not perfect. We all go through things, we all have to go through challenges. So this is for all the people that are small YouTubers, or people that have always wanted to start a YouTube channel, but you keep doubting it, or you keep looking at your views and you keep feeling like, why are people not viewing my content? Guys, keep on creating that content, because at the end of the day, you're not only creating it for other people, you're creating it for yourself, and you're creating it for your growth. And yeah, guys, literally that is all that I have to say according to the topic of imposter syndrome. If there's anything else that you feel like that I've missed out, or that you want to kind of add to the conversation, please do leave that down in the comment section below. And don't forget to leave a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys so much. Bye.